Right, so we have quite a few different things to do. We have first steps and we have theory crafting. Uh, First steps pretty much just encompasses everything you'll generally need for it. Physical items, that sort of thing, such as an arcane workbench. On the other hand, this will teach us what we need to do in order to get things. So, there are actually two things we need to craft. So, first of all, we need a research table and scribing tools. In order to get scribing tools, we need an ink sac, a feather, and a glass file. And in order to get a glass file, we need 3 glass and a clay. Now, glass is obviously fine, we already have glass. However, clay might not be so easy. Now, first of all, I'm going to make myself a chest. The reason why is so that we have storage room for whenever we may need it in this area. I'm going to put a bunch of dirt in there, basically all of the original building materials. I'm also just put anything that we need for the mod in there. So, we need clay, and we need ink sacs. So, in order to do that, we need to find ourselves some sort of ocean, river sort of thing, and just basically look for any squids in there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there should be some sort of... Oh, there's actually clay here, so we don't even need clay anymore. We've already got it. I can just mass produce some. But what we do need is ink sacs, and somehow I doubt we have any ink sacs. It's not exactly something you make. In fact, maybe I can make some, or not, sorry, spelling, there we go. Ink sac. No, we can only get it from squids or potentially black wool, which is actually pretty interesting. If we wanted to, we could theoretically look for sheep, make it a crusher, crush it to get a 5% chance of ink sacs. But, you know, we could also just find a squid, which is probably significantly easier, let's be honest. Oh, hello, creeper. Creepers are so annoying in this, my god. Well, we got no, we got ink sacs from the creeper. No, we got gunpowder. However, there is actually... What was that? Oh, oh, it's a witch. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Luckily, I have my defense mechanism against ender. Wait. Oh, we turned into a rabbit. Is that an evil rabbit? It is! It's an evil rabbit! And it... Oh my god, okay. Point being, we can just get ourselves a squid. Now, it has come to my attention that I could have probably just used a philosopher's stone to turn something into a squid. And then get that ink sacs, but it's fine. Luckily, we do only need, you know, 1 ink sac. And we should be fine, so... That's good. Let's make ourselves some ink sacs. I don't think we need 43. I'll just put some back in there to have something to change. I also don't think we need any more clay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the clay, 3 glass. We can get ourselves some glass files, 8 of them, surprisingly. I'll put it in here, get ourselves some more glass files. That should be fine. So we have our ink sacs, our glass files. If we go here, we can see a scribing tools as a glass file, a feather, and an ink sac, which I believe also has an EMC value, although luckily all we need to actually get more, once we have one, is ink sacs, which refills its sort of durability, I suppose. Anyway, we obviously do have feathers. We got some chickens a while ago. So we've got a feather, our ink sac, and 1 glass file, and we have our scribing tools. These are very nice. Now, what do we need? We also need the table. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the way we make this is with 4 wood, of course, for a crafting table. We do actually need to be back up there to make it. So the same substance we used to get our Thaumanomicon even, in the first place, that will be used to get ourselves some more things. So if we put our table just in the corner, doesn't really have to be anywhere special. We get ourselves a Salus Mundus. And I believe we should get ourselves a table. There we go. This was actually the wrong table, but regardless, this is what we do need. So, this is effectively Thaumcraft's crafting table, if you will. This is what you can use to craft things. However, when you craft things in this, it does sometimes require elements. We will worry about that later, however. That would be the recipe for this. So, in order to make ourselves the table, we need 2 slabs and 3 wood, which I believe does actually affect the type of table you get. I might have done this the wrong way around. Do I need 2 planks and 3 slabs? There we go. So, we have a wood table. Where should we put this? Just in the corner. No, sorry, no, not Salisman. We need to put scribing tools on. There we go. This is where we will make all of our theories. Theories can determine what sort of things you know about and how you do them. So I will take half of our paper and I will put it in here. We can create a theory. Now, what does this do? We click the question mark and we get a theory. The amount of light bulbs determines how many points you have left. This at the top determines how many you have left. This determines how much it will use up per theory. Sometimes you can gain them back, sometimes you lose them. Each one will tell you what it gives you. So for example, experimentation. You perform some random experiments to see if something can be discovered. Gain 15 to 30 progress in a completely random category. So we have to choose this because obviously this is the only one there. This will give us 15 in fundamentals, right? So it will give 15 to 30, it gave us 24. We now have 3 left. This time, however, we can choose 2. We can either get rid of all of the progress we have in fundamentals, or we can rethink, which gets rid of 10 progress. However, we get an extra one of these. Now this is interesting. We can either get rid of another 10 to gain another point, or we can get 25 progress in all current categories, or we can get 18 in fundamentals. So obviously we would just choose this because this one just gives us more. We have 2 left. We can either rethink or we can gain 33 in fundamentals. I'm going to do that. Now, even though this does get rid of the entire theory, that gives us permanent progress. If we keep doing these, eventually we will actually learn things. But if we get our thermometer out, you'll see this is complete and we will basically be able to learn a bunch of stuff. Now, what's interesting is not only do you need the skill point up here sort of thing, you also need crystals, I believe, and just special things. So that's nice. I did just hear a sound. There he is. Get away from the tree! No, we've had this discussion before. No one near the tree. Come on. I really need to get some interdiction torches up there so they don't go near it. So, celestial observation. So this effectively just means we need to get all of these observations done. So, we also have this complete, which means we can make ourselves a thermometer, and we need to get fundamentals. In other words, we need to do a bunch of these, and in order to do a bunch of these, we need a bunch of paper. So what we will do actually is we will get ourselves another covalent chest, and in order to do that, we will make ourselves a transmutation table. How do we make ourselves a transmutation table, you may ask? Well, if we... In fact, it should be up here. Enchanting table. Nope, we need a transmutation table, which, as you can see, is actually really not that expensive at all. All we need is 4 cobblestone and 4 obsidian. Now, we don't actually have any obsidian on us, unfortunately. We do have some in here. Okay, that's very nice. If we put this on the crafting table, 4 obsidian, 4 stone, 4 cobblestone, and a philosopher's stone. Oh, sorry, no, I think it actually doesn't need to be stone. It does. Okay, that's a tad bit annoying. Although, luckily, I believe we can actually use stone bricks, which means if we go back up, we can get some of our stone bricks we use for the building material, and then we can turn that into a transmutation table. Now, what does a transmutation table do, you may ask? Transmutation table is very similar to the covalent chest, in the regards that it does turn EMC into other things, etc. Except one key difference, which is just generally nice to know about, and that would be the fact that it saves things. Am I doing this wrong? We need 4 obsidian and 4 stone. Ah, so it's chiseled bricks, chiseled stone. Okay, that's a tad bit annoying. So we do actually just need raw stone. How do we get... Do I really need to smelt stone? I have a feeling I might have to... Okay, I'll be back when I've got some stone. Oh, it turns out there was just some stone in here. Okay. That's probably very embarrassing. Also, I thought I heard a spider is outside. Just not want to leave me alone. Can I please get the recipe right this time? There we go, thank God. So, I will make myself several of these, just so I don't have to do it again. What is worth a lot of EMC that I can put in there? No, actually, I do need more mutton now that I think about it. I need more food. What do I have that's worth a lot of EMC? I don't know. Or iron ore, screw it. There you go, iron ore, go in there. There's a lot of transmutation tables. We only need like 4, maybe. Well, we only need 1, realistically, but it's just nice to have. We definitely don't need 6. I'll put 2 more in there. I'll make myself a bunch of mutton. That's fine. I will also put the potato in. Actually, no, what I'm going to do. So, a transmutation table will learn everything, everywhere. We put a potato in there, it will turn into MC, and we can get more potatoes back. We can then put mutton in there, it will learn that. We can turn this all into EMC, put redstone in there, learn it, whatever. It basically saves whatever you put in there permanently and remembers it unless you specifically forget it, which is very useful because it lets us store EMC in there, take exactly what we need from anything. So if we at any point put diamonds in there, that means we literally never need to actually have diamonds on us again because we would just keep it. So if we put this here, in fact what we can do is we can put it here, put this over there, and we can now turn whatever we want into whatever we want. We can put this in there, we can get some paper, put some paper in there, we can get a bunch of paper. Only 3, not much, but it's something. So in order to progress, we need one of 2 things. We need to create theories, but we also need a what is it called? A thermometer. That is 4 gold and a glass pane. We also need 1 of each crystal. Is that a interesting. So yes, we need a thermometer, which is 4 gold and 1 glass pane. Now, I'm not really sure why, but glass panes don't actually have an EMC value, which means you can't turn anything into glass panes or glass panes into anything. It's very strange. Am I... okay. That we might have a slight problem. I don't have any gold, and then I realized we have diamonds. Now, what we can do is we can turn 1 diamond into 4 gold. Very nice. We have the glass for the glass panes. We just make 16 of those. And we have... no, we don't. What we do need to do, of course, I completely forgot, is we need to actually have 1 of each crystal in the chest. Now, seeing as we really probably won't need crystals for anything else, we might, but, you know, for the time being, we won't. What I will do is I will put all of the crystals in the crafting table, because if I'm not mistaken, it stores them, which means we can just, you know, keep them there. I will quickly check that. Yes, it does. Fantastic. We need to put 4 in there. It also takes this, although luckily, it already has some available. It will go down though, so we need to generally be careful with what we use. Now, what is this? It scans things. It scans everything in your world, and it gives you points for them. That is generally what you need to understand. It's when you make one of these, basically just go around and scan everything in the world, everything you haven't scanned before. It will give you, some of them will actually give you knowledge, research. So basically just keep going around, scan a bunch of stuff, and eventually you will have research. You will also have points. Now, one thing to note is this is different from how I played it. So even I'm learning this to an extent. So, you know, keep that in mind. But yes, I would just... oh yeah, so chests will give you, you know, it will research everything in the chests, which is very nice. So that's why I just got a bunch in pretty much everything. So yeah, if I scan literally everything, scan the solar panels. There we go, we got some points for that. Mushroom. Nether portal, probably give us some, like, interdimensional travel or something. Well, maybe not. So I think that's generally everything we need to worry about. Anything else probably isn't too important. I need to eat some food. There we go. So if we go back up now, I think we've actually got a bunch done already. Because that's just gave us a bunch of progress and things we don't even have unlocked yet. In fact, there's a flower over here. I missed that, didn't I? That might be something. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. So if we go back to our book, we'll see plants. This will tell us about the plants we researched and apparently just everything. Or maybe it was we just researched it. Oh, here we go. So if we go to knowledge tools, totals even, it will tell us all of the different observations we have. We have 12 in fundamentals. It's ridiculous. If we go back, we will be able to see this has been completed because we just researched a bunch of things. This will give us a new research. We can of course read this. I have noticed a link between the phases of the moon and the speed at which the aura replenishes itself. I should investigate this phenomenon further and expand my investigation to see if other heavenly bodies influence magic. What does that mean, you may ask? Well, this is what it means. Where is the sun? There it is. So, if I'm not mistaken, we need paper? Maybe? No, okay, so if we scan, you heard me right, if we scan the sun or the moon, I believe that includes it. Although, is the sun classified as a celestial body? I think it is, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, it should be. I don't know. Oh wait, I didn't scan this, or maybe it was crystals in there that I didn't scan, I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the other one. So, complete. We got obviously both of these, very easy. This is a lot of reading. For anyone who, you know, is interested in this sort of thing, feel free to read it, but this is something I typically wouldn't really go for myself. So this, oh, we actually have this one done as well because of this. A lot of this will just be clicking through complete now that we've technically got it. Point is, we can make ourselves a crucible. In order to get a crucible, we need a cauldron. In order to get a cauldron, we need iron, and in order to get iron, we need to go back down to the shed for the 50th time. In fact, now that I think about it, we haven't used the macerator in a while, and these solar panels are just going dry at this point. We're not really using it for anything. I'm going to put, oh wait, they are. Ah, okay, so it's because I didn't technically... So I'm going to put some... Wait. Oh, we don't actually have an electric furnace yet, do we? No. Okay, that's fine. For the time being, we'll just put crushed iron in there. I'll make more coal, actually. We do... But, yeah, now that I think about it, we should probably bring a transmutation tablet even down here, but for the time being I think we're fine. I'll put one of the coal on there, put the remaining coal in here. I'll put all of my clay in there as well, because we don't need it. What did we come down here for exactly? I've completely forgotten. What are we looking for? Oh, well, that took me longer than I'm willing to admit, but yes, it was iron. My god, my short-term memory is absolutely horrible. Anyway, cauldron. And then we can turn this cauldron with a Salus Mundus into a crucible.